Greetings from Sweden! Välkomna!
Sweden is a small, charming Scandinavian country. It's partly connected with the Arctic Circle. Some people mistake it for being Switzerland. Other people do only know it for the Swedish chef, meatballs, IKEA or ABBA. But it is more than that. It's a country that carries the captivating midnight sun as well as the mystical northern light. It is a country that is resting on a foundation of old folk traditions that, despite being peculiar, still makes perfect sense.
Being a Swedish-American couple, we are continuously visiting this enchanting country and have learned to see it through eyes as natives and tourists. Here are things that for us make Sweden be more than just a destination, but also an experience that always tends to meet our criteria for what charming is all about. So here are our 5 favorite things to do when we visit Sweden.
Number 1. Visit nature. In Sweden we are happy to have a certain law called allemansrätten, or translated to English, right of public access. That gives people right to walk through forests as you wish, pick wild berries or flowers. With certain responsibilities, of course, because nature is there to be enjoyed, not to be kept away from you.
A visit to the ocean side of Sweden is a great way to see the beauty of the country. If you have access to a boat, as we have thanks to family, it gives the possibility to explore the many exciting islands in the archipelago. And don't forget to pack a picnic to enjoy as the sun sets.
Number 2. Have a fika at a cute cafe. Fika is a cultural coffee break, usually with something sweet. We love to visit as many summer cafes that we can during our visits. A summer cafe is exactly as it sounds, a cafe that is open during the summer season. A perfect summer cafe is when the surroundings are as perfect and beautiful as the treat in front of you, and refills are free.
Number 3. Step back in time. Sweden is rich with history that can be explored at their many medieval castles. You can walk in, breathe the castle air, and hear the same echoes that the kings, queens, peasants, and servants heard, walking the same hallways hundreds of years ago. But it does not stop there, because many of the castles have beautiful surroundings, like a divine garden filled with flowers, and not to mention a castle cafe, if you're lucky.
Number 4. Find a treasure. Loppis is the Swedish word for flea market, and you can find them even in unlikely places, like an old cottage, and it's the perfect place to find a vintage souvenir to take home with you that tells a story.
Number 5. Spend a day in a fairy tale. Modern-day magic can be found in amusement parks, which are fun for the whole family. It can be the home for Sweden's classic cartoon characters as well as animals from around the whole world, together writing you an adventure.
Our favorite way to feel we stepped into a fairy tale is in the storybook villages, that are real towns that seems to have slipped away from the net of modern exteriors. If you all of a sudden feel a sense of timelessness, and the beauty of an old handmade shop sign suddenly keeps you more entertained than the phone in your hand did, then you know you have arrived in one.
We hope you enjoyed to see our 5 favorite charming things to do when we visit Sweden. And don't forget that you can see more photos and much more about our experiences in Sweden on our blog, itsacharminglife.com.
And remember that even if you live far away from this peculiarly charming country, remember that you might have similar gems in your own town that is just waiting to be explored.
Thank you for watching and bye for now.
Hej då allihopa!
You having a good time?
I have a good time. It's really nice here in this little gondola.
Gondola.
Is it called gondola?
Yeah, that's really okay.
Gondola.
Yeah.
We're living the life here, watching wildlife.
Dianne is one of the most fabled and a key figure in the world of myth and legend.
Kom igen Jonas!
Sound good? Ah! I don't know that sound, Jonas.
Hockeybilder! Hockeybilder!
Zimbabwe cattle.
And Zimbabwe kettles. The kettles, the cat. The kettle is on.
Oh yeah.
The kettle.
Kettles. Yeah. Midsommarlov.
We don't know the lyrics yet. When we were gonna take a swim here, I sat down in the edge and it was so slippery, so I just fell in the ocean and I couldn't come up. So I got like so many scars on my legs. Anyway, thank you and hej då allihopa. Ta-da!